Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to be picking back up on the mosaic billets that I was working on in the last video. And I cut that kind of short because I broke my finger working on my other channel. The swelling has went down. I'm going to attempt to do this. It's going to be a challenge. So I'm working on a serpent mosaic. The core of the billet will be a serpent with a twist, literally. So I've got to get that mosaic drawn out. I got to get W's made. I got C's made. I'm gonna forge weld, draw that billet out to about 1/2 inch and 1.5 inches wide, thereabout. I'll draw the twist billet out and go ahead and do the twist and forge it flat, and we'll do our final weld and take a look at our pattern. We'll start manipulating it to get our serpent. I've done this before, like I mentioned, on the Viking challenge, and I can't remember where I learned this at, but it's a cool pattern. This one's going to be a little different. So come along, let's see how this goes. All right, let me catch you up where we at here. So I took the twist bar, I cut it in half and twisted 2 different pieces, mainly so I wouldn't have that big long piece trying to twist it. Now I can stick it through either one of those forges, but I just heat it more efficiently this way. I don't have to work it back and forth. I've got the other bar drawn out. This is our W's. We're going to take the 2 twist bars, I'm going to cut them up into pieces. I'm going to restack them and forge them out. I want that interrupted pattern in there. I'm not going for a traditional twist looking pattern here. It's going to be used as a core. Now, I always tell people, with with mosaics, you need to do some planning. And, you know, because when you forge this stuff out, if you get it wrong, then that's it. So I've got these at about 1 inch wide at the good material, and I'm gonna cut them, clean them up good on the edges, get everything square, stack up about 4 pieces, and I'm gonna draw it out to the width of this bar, which is 1.25 inches. Then we will cut it up, do our restack, and draw out our final pattern. Now we will still have to cut and tile it to expose the pattern on the side of the blade, because the pattern is going to be on the end of the bar. And the look I'm going here, I've never done before, but I'm hoping that when I do the flip and tile it out, that I will have a very tightly striped core. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I did draw it out on paper. And I highly suggest you do that, or use some kind of software to, you know, plan out your patterns, because it's a lot of money and cost in this steel right here and what we're making already, and we haven't finished it. So I'm gonna get these cleaned up, cut up, get them stacked, tack it up, and draw it out, and we'll do our final stack. Folks, it's hot, and I hit my finger a while ago. All right, so I've got everything cut and cleaned up here, and I've got a couple end pieces that I cut off of the big bar and the small twist bar, and I'll put them up right here where you can see them. And so the idea is the twist bar is going to be the core, or the snake, and I wanted that to kind of look like scales, and that's why I twisted it up and then cut and stacked them and forged them again to get that pattern tight. We'll see how it turns out. I'm just trying something here. Then I've got a couple pieces of 1095. So I've got my big bar of W's. I've got 1095. I've got my twist, another piece of 1095, and the other bar of W's. Now when I cut the bar of W's, they're just flipped up like that so that the pattern is the same. Now I'm going to forge weld this, draw it out just a little bit, and then I'm going to rotate it, and I'm going to forge it on the bias, and I want to force that core to do this like an S. Hopefully all that'll turn out. I've done it a few times, and I'm really excited to see how that pattern looks, because I want it to have dark lines on each side of the snake, kind of like an outline of the snake or the body of the snake. So get this tacked up, get it in the forge, and we'll draw this thing out, and we'll have one more forge weld after that. A pretty difficult one, or a fun one. All right, I think it come out okay. And so the next step is to tile this and draw it out. And if you look here at this close-up, the core here is pretty tight, but that is going to stretch out and expand a little bit. This was a quick etch. You know, it's not very deep, but it looks pretty good. And I can see that snake kind of looks scaly, which is what I was going for. And that border next to it really helps intensify it. And I think it's going to look really good once I draw it out. And I'm going to do a couple things with this billet. I'm going to cut it and save a small portion for a different project. What I'll do is cut off what I need, tile it, and we'll get that tacked up, forge welded, and drawn out. But we're going to have to do that on the next video. We're out of time. I want to thank you for watching. Thanks to my patrons, and we'll see you on the next one.